So you said that you see students from a variety of different backgrounds.
Right.
So here in Canada, we have particular rights as they pertain to the right of the child. Can you tell us a little bit about how that typically plays out in your experience in Ottawa schools?
Yeah, so I'm not a legal expert about the rights of the child, but what I can say as an educator in the school system is that in general, young people, children and youth in Canada have a lot more rights on the books than they do in many other countries in the world, except, maybe Western Europe. And so they both have more rights. They have more rights here on the books, and there is a more permissive parenting style. And if you put those two things together, what happens when families immigrate here is that parents want to have a lot more control over their children and their children's lives and their children's choices and their children's movements and their children's friends and romantic relationships. And culturally at first, even though those young people might at first think that's okay, as they watch Canadian-born children and their peers, especially I taught high school for all these years, as they watch their peers, they start to question how much control their parents want to have over their lives. And you couple that with their dawning realization that they have rights here. Not only are the parenting styles different, among their peers and their own parents, but they find out that they actually have legal rights on the books and that they can call the Children's Aid Society on their parents, or that they, and so this can cause a lot of conflict in families. And I've seen a lot of conflict in families because of this, like fairly severe sometimes, because it's not necessarily managed often. The conflict isn't managed very well. There isn't real dialogue between those parents and those children, and it becomes quite a challenge.
Yeah, I can imagine kind of going through being a young person, coming into who you are, making your own decisions, and having that kind of power imbalance sometimes that can play out between parents and children is even more unique or specific when it comes to immigrant families.
Exactly.
Right?
Like it's already a time, adolescence is already a time when young people are finding their independence and making their own choices. And that's already a struggle for some parents and teenagers, right? And you add to it this extra layer of this cultural difference and the legal rights that kids have here and the legal rights parents don't have here that they had in the country they were coming from. It really exacerbates the challenges that they face.